Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shape America panel discussion with our candidates for the position of President-elect. My name is Terry Drain. I am past president of Shape America, and it is my honor to be hosting this event. Prior to recording this show here, we flipped a coin, and our first candidate, Nilo, won that competition. So he's going to kick it off with the first question, which is, why are you running for the position of Shape America president?
Hello, everyone, and thank you for having me. My name is Nilo Ramos. I am an assistant professor of physical education program at Coastal Carolina University. I've been involved with higher ed for the last 10 years at least. I have taught K through 8th grade before. So I have been with the profession and working for a while now. To answer your question, I'm running for the position because, again, one, I have been involved at the state level, at the district level, and of course at the national level as well with the Physical Education Council. We speak out day and attending the conventions and everything else. So now I feel that it's time for me to start giving back to the community, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to do so. And I believe that we are at a point that we need to really unify as a profession. We need to start getting more people involved with our organizations at the state and national levels. Because again, like I said, we are at a point that the profession needs to organize and start advocating for what we are doing, for the things that we need to do to make sure that we will be healthy for the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years in the future to come.
Thank you, Nilo. It's my honor to introduce our other candidate, Cara.
Hey, everybody, Cara Grant. I'm coming to you live from Maryland. Well, not live anymore. It's recorded. But why am I running for Shape President-elect? Someone saw something in me, and they mentored and encouraged me, and they stuck with me. And that's how I applied to be on the Shape America Board of Directors. That's how I applied to work through the Shape local affiliate, State Shape Maryland. And it's through my experience as being a content supervisor, pre-K 12, health, physical education, and adaptive physical education in Montgomery County Public Schools, 14th largest school district in the nation with about 210 schools. And as well as working in higher ed at University of Maryland, supervising a master's degree in physical education program, and just work with community and other organizations. All of these things led me to this moment in time right now. It's those experiences, that mentoring. Somebody elevated my voice, so it's time for me to give back and elevate other member voices. The national standards are the cornerstone of everything that we build upon, because that's what students will know and be able to do. And we're at a great time with those coming out for me to help spread the word, get feedback through membership voice about what does that look like, hearing the roundtables, as well as infusing equity, diversity, inclusion into that. And that links back to making sure that we continue to have the fortitude of a fiscally sound operation as a national organization. So in summary, really, it's the mentorship and then the advocacy of health, physical education, and adaptive PE.
All right, thank you. Our second question, what qualities and professional skills do you bring to serve the mission of Shape America? And Cara, I think this is you going first.
Yeah, that's me. So qualities, I follow my heart. I definitely speak my truth. I'm not ashamed to be very forward, but do so with respect of the context of where I am and the appropriateness of where I am. I try to relate and listen to others. So that way I can hear and understand different stories, different perspectives. And serving an entire country through Shape America and all state affiliates, it's going to be really important to have that membership voice. So I will listen to hear the different voice, the different perspectives that will help drive the different needs to serve you and to serve our students for what we need to know and be able to do. And I want to make sure that I'm sharing that voice with others. My professional skill set, I've been told that I have a good interpersonal dynamic as well as good technical dynamic. So I relate very well with others. I love to have fun in everything I do. I believe in work hard, play hard. And that has brought me to where I am in the different positions I am, being certified in adapted physical education, health education, and PE, and having taught at all levels as well, elementary, middle, high, developing curriculum at the state and local level and for national organizations like NIH. So there's just a lot of different experiences that I've been very fortunate to have had, and those qualities and professional skills will help prepare me to serve for the mission of Shape America.
Okay, thank you. Nilo.
All right, I will start with my professional, I guess, skills. I think my background, again, throughout the years with all my professional development, I think I have developed some of the skills necessary in terms of the background and understanding, best practices with, the profession and research that is involved in our profession. I think that's a big part of what I bring to the table, having this understanding. Again, working now at a higher ed and working with teachers. I supervise my undergraduate students. I go out to the schools. I talk to elementary, middle, high school teachers. So now I feel like I do have a good understanding of what our profession is, where we are, what we need. I have been, again, with the research aspect, thinking about the best practices. I think those are important knowledge to have now to bring to the table. And using that knowledge, that's, again, now bringing with my qualities. I am a team player. I really believe that we all can contribute to whatever it is that we are working for. So I really enjoy bringing people together, making sure that we are listening to everybody, right? I think I really value the contribution of people with different backgrounds, actually. I think, people with different backgrounds can really bring different things to the table. And I think what we need right now with our organization is really get more perspectives and unify behind whatever it is that we need. So that way we can really continue to, again, develop. Like I said before, we are at a position now that we need to make sure that we set ourselves to be good for the near and further future of the profession. And of course, again, my engagements with, again, being out to speak out day, the conventions, working with the leadership at Shape America, working with my state. All of those things have provided me some of the knowledge and, again, the qualities that I think I have to really help navigate as the president and working with people in Shape America.
Great, thank you. Next question. Which current Shape America initiative is most personal to you and why? And Nilo, this is your turn to go first.
Yes, I'm thinking here, I think I almost have two. But I think that the biggest one right now, I would say, is advocacy, if I had to pick one. Because, again, like I've been saying, it's something that we really need to work on. And actually, I tell, through my discussions with teachers, Shape America leaders, and everybody that I have contact to, I always preach this, that if right now, if we don't change the policies, it won't matter how good of a teacher we can prepare. Because, again, when I have here at our state in South Carolina, we might have the best teacher, but if the elementary teacher is only teaching once every week or every 2 weeks PE, it's going to be very difficult for that teacher to really have an impact on the student. So if you can change the policy and do something where, now students are having 3 days or 5 days of elementary PE, I guarantee that can make a huge difference in terms of the quality of the physical education. So again, you can see that a policy is a very important part. And that's why I'm always, I think since 2015, I have been going to Speak Out Day, because I really believe in this aspect of our organization and that we need to get the professionals, the PE teachers, health teachers to get involved, to really start working together to see how much, how much we can change the policy in our state at a national level and everything we can do to, again, help support our profession. And the second one that I think is very important, that is very current, is of course, the national standards that is going on right now. I think it's a very important time that we really need to get the standards, written well. And again, right now is a good revision. Now is the second round of providing feedback. So it's a good opportunity for everybody to give more feedback, but it's a time that we really need to spend and listen to the experts, of everybody. And when I say the experts, I mean everybody with a research base and as well as the professionals, because that can really help us get the standards right. Because as we know, the standards are pretty much what, the forefront of our organization that sets the standards for everything that we do.
Yes, thank you. Cara, over to you.
Thanks so much, Terry. Wow, Nilo, it's just like when I watched your video and we did our videos blind, we hit on a lot of the same energy levels. So hopefully this is a compliment to you and you don't feel like I'm trying to steal your ideas, but that we're like-minded in this. And mine, it was like the EDI work, the standards development, but the root underlying causes, if we don't have those artifacts and those documents, we can't do the advocacy work. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the Shape America website, talked to executive staff like Carly to get resources to say, don't cut my PE programs, or to take to state level work or national work to add information to the body of knowledge to the other research to say, we need certified health and PE teachers in every classroom teaching PE across the country. We need a once a week PE is not enough for elementary. That happens here in Maryland too. It makes me really, really sad. Recess is physical activity. So like those documents that say physical activity versus PE and the comparison that they're two different things and it's backed by research and evidence. Those are all the kind of backyard advocacy tools that we really need to continue to empower all members, state affiliates with. And it gets personal because those are our students, that's their health and physical literacy that's being developed or being neglected by lack of time for our teachers to teach the standards that are being developed. We use the standards document to say, we have all this great stuff we need to teach and we don't even have enough time to teach it. So if the standards documents aren't there and aren't robust and filled with all this great information and knowledge for our students, pre-K through 12 and 21 for our non-diploma bound students, it just all goes together. So I'm really a proponent of the backyard advocacy tools, as well as the national advocacy tools like standards-based documents and the white papers and the statement sheets. So I agree with you, Nilo. Advocacy is a huge personal issue because it's our job, it's our children, it's our voice.
Okay, question 4, and this is you kicking it off, Cara. Equity, diversity, and inclusion is a commitment from the organization. What does EDI mean to you, and how will you help Shape America advance this commitment?
So I only have a couple of minutes. So I'm going to keep this really short, right? So collectively, EDI, equity, diversity, inclusion, really frames and defines who we are, who we're serving, and why. So that way we're not creating one story or a monolith or one narrative, but that we're making sure we include all students. That is gender, sexual orientation, race, language, immigration status. Like all of the different groups have a voice. Adapted PE, students with disabilities, able-bodied, neurodiverse students. So it starts, and I was able to contribute a chapter to the Blackshear Culp book around critical race studies in PE. So it starts with these entrance conversation and understanding and validating that we're all in different places in our equity, diversity, and inclusion journey. And it means different things to all of us, but we need to be in a journey. We cannot be stagnant. We're in an education field. And I am continually, I tell everybody, like, if I make a mistake, let me know, because I need to grow, and I still need to grow, because this is a constantly moving forward commitment. And in being in the field of education, it makes it easier for us to have this dialogue, because we all believe that we're in a constant state of growth. So one piece would really be to make sure to collect membership voice on equity, to diversity, and inclusion at the state affiliate level, at the teacher level, and at the district level, to help us frame out, so that way we don't fall back to working assumptions, but we make sure that we're doing constant check-ins to say, what do you need around EDI? Because what one person needs on the East Coast is different than in the middle, it's different in the West Coast. And so we need to make sure that we're seeing everybody and all needs from all marginalized groups of people and all different types of communities. Additionally, we can connect to different councils to see what they're saying that they need for EDI voice, like the Physical Education Council, Health Education Council, Higher Ed, and so on. And then making sure that we continue with the work that the executive staff has done around training internally, to make sure that, like I said, we all are taking ownership in the EDI journey. Lastly, it's really just continuing to elevate the EDI committee work, the EDI podcast, which I support, like behind the scenes, with getting speakers and using that as professional development tools for everybody. Thanks.
Thank you. Nilo.
Yes. I think Cara did a good job too, explaining what EDI is. And so I'm going to try to put just more of my personal perspective. To me, again, EDI is about really providing an opportunity for everybody. And again, I think the benefit is, as I mentioned before, is really bringing everybody to the table, people with different backgrounds, because I think having these different ideas and perspectives can really help us as a profession, that will help us solve the problems that we have. This will help guide where we are going as a profession. So this is what I see. It's a very important process, I think. You know, to me, it feels like before we are not really listening to everybody, right? So now it feels that we are trying at least to bring more people to the table with different backgrounds, because everybody has something to contribute. I think that's a big part. This is how I see it in terms of what it really is. So again, going back to what I said in terms of me being a team player, I always believe that yes, people with different skill sets, different backgrounds can really come together to really help solve the issues that we need to solve. To help shape America advance this commitment, I think, again, being the positions that I am with the Physical Education Council. That's something that we are always discussing. I think, again, as a president, I would really try to continue pushing this idea of EDI. And I think so far, Shape America has done a good job. But this idea of, again, never forgetting that, again, when we are working on anything or any issue, for example, the national standards, it's important to have people with different backgrounds. So I think that we need, as an organization, to push EDI at all different levels, right? Be listening to what, again, people have to say, and at all levels, make sure we put on focusing on making sure that we have people with different backgrounds so they can contribute as well. So they can help solve the problems that we're having right now. And again, like Cara said too, the problems that we have here in South Carolina might not be the same that we have in California, right, Terry? And I think that discussion, right, between us could really help solve the problems in other states as well. So I think having this different backgrounds can really help us do this different, solve these different problems and tackle these different issues that we have with our profession right now.
Okay, thanks both of you. Great answers. Final question. In closing, What would you like to say to our community? Nilo.
Okay, well, community, I would speak at, of course, at different levels. For the professionals, I think that's our biggest community now. We need to get involved. Again, like I said, we are at a point now in our profession that it's difficult, right? In terms of salary, in terms of support, in terms of conditions to do the work. I mean, all those things we all know that we are. So I think, again, as a community, we need to unify. We need to get engaged with our profession at a district level, at the state level, at the national level. We need to go and do more, because if we just stay where we are seeing the changes in policies that are really going against what we want to do. It's preventing us from doing our work. So I think first thing is get involved. That's one thing. And in this case, to relate it to what we are doing here, go and vote, right? We got to make sure that we get involved, and if you can, ask somebody else, go talk to your principal, go get professional development, go attend your state organization or convention, try to go to the national convention, so that way you can really start getting involved with our community. You can start really being heard, right? Bring the issues that we have, and we can really start developing. That's for I guess, the teachers. Another part, I guess, of the community, I would say our PED faculty. That's an issue that I see here in my state, and another issue that I see also with at the national level. The PED faculty too need to really start getting engaged. A lot of PED faculty, older and younger, they have a lot of expertise, right? They have done their research. They know things too, different than what the teachers do, right? They have this knowledge too that can be valuable. So they need to also step up, come up and get involved to help, right, with our organization, help with at state level, help with, again, advocating for the profession, getting everybody involved. I think those are two things. I mean, two communities that first they need to get involved. And I think I would say the second thing to do is really start advocating, working harder to make sure that they are heard in at their school, at their district, at their state, because I think that's what's going to generate some leverage for us to really start showing what we can do, and really start showing to the society in general how much health and physical education are needed for the health of our society.
Great answer. Thank you. Cara.
Thank you so much. First, thank you for taking the time to watch all the way to the end of this segment. I know that time is a valuable commodity that we just don't have a lot of, and I just wanted to thank you for that. If I'm selected as president, I would really work to elevate further membership voice, and that means me doing some work to get out to state affiliates. And luckily with Zoom and virtual, it would cost nothing. You set up a Zoom meeting, I would pop into state affiliate meetings and hear your voice, or locally drive there. But I want to hear from you. I want to be working with you shoulder and shoulder. I have the opportunity to say, hey, this is what we're doing to recruit more members. This is what we're doing with the membership we have. These are our success stories, and these are our growing pains. Like, this is where we're struggling. And then my goal would be like, oh, hey, did you know that this state affiliate is doing this, or this district is doing this? You really should touch base with this person. So we are collective intelligence and wisdom that often is unused because we just don't know the great things that other people are doing. So my goal, if elected as president, is really to kind of make sure that that collective intelligence and wisdom is elevated, fostered, and that we can look to grow membership through that. Making those mentoring connections that I said was one of the reasons why I started in education. And I really want to elevate this moment in time right now. Nilo and I are both BIPOC individuals, Black Indigenous people of color, and I think that's pretty cool that you have two folks in a community at a level like this to be elected to represent this national organization. In summary, I really just want to say that as a president, I align with Greenleaf's research on servant leadership, along with Kim Ballard, and along with transformational leadership research, which is really looking to see the assets of an organization, a people, a body of work, and transforming it into the next level where we need to go. And that includes elevating as well as nurturing human capital, human people, the organization, state, district affiliate, as well as the individual teachers that don't feel a connection to any of those, to get them involved and feel a sense of connection to access resources, build up their own professional development and self-efficacy. The ability to help, serve, and elevate your voice at the table, any table, virtually or otherwise, is the greatest gift I hope to give in service if elected. So thank you for your time and your service in the field of education, pre-K to higher ed, retired, or still boots on the ground like Nilo and I.
Well, I want to thank you both for your time, Cara and Nilo, and giving us this opportunity to get to know you a little bit better to help inform our voting. I want to also thank you for your passion and your vision, and for having the courage to throwing your hat in the ring to run for the position of president-elect. And I think it's absolutely clear from your answers that no matter which one of you is elected, our organization is going to be in excellent hands. So thank you once again. I've totally enjoyed listening to you and personally getting to know you both a little bit better myself. So with that, I want to thank you all out there in the audience for your time, as Cara mentioned, and for watching this, this recording. And we hope to see you all at SHAPE Seattle.